What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back online,
Back online.
like you've never seen before, in space. I'm your host, JT Vega, and with me is Aisha Fire.
Hey again.
Yes, it's been one crazy week, I have to
Crazier,
say.
crazier than most. Crazier than most.
Excuse me. I apologize for that sneezing. Thank you.
Yeah. Bodily functions how?
And I wonder why I'm making this voice. Today we're going to be talking about a lot of things, especially we're going to do a review first, but we'll be talking about a lot of stuff that's happening in gaming.
Do it we always.
Yes, and also the fact that a lot of us are even anime fans as well, surprisingly.
And one topic in particular that's gonna piss a few Digimon fans off, that's for damn sure.
Yes, that's right. We're going to bring it up, and also we're going to bring up the Nintendo Direct, which a lot of people are also talking about, and also something else about the ColecoVision.
Yeah,
I mean
and
The Coleco retro system, which everyone's been talking about. That dumbass thing that they did.
and one game this Hunter girl is excited about.
Yes, we'll be talking about a lot of stuff that's happening in Nintendo Direct. Anyways, let's begin with our bit review of, again, bit review part
Chronicles X.
2. Yes, Xenoblade well, what?
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
revisiting this.
Yes, we're revisiting it right now, even though I called it bit review part 2.
Yeah, I feel I reviewed this game kind of harshly last time on my last review of it.
Turns
I did
out
not
you
think
really
there were
loved
a
it.
lot of good qualities.
Did you really like it? Or did you hate it?
Honestly, after restarting and playing a bit more of it again and paying attention to a few things, I realized how much more I like this game more than I hate it. I mean, I complained about a lot of little gripes, recycled
Yes.
sounds, a few little robotic animations that probably couldn't have been helped.
No.
But this game actually does do a hell of a lot right.
Have the online two floor player mode.
Yeah, you still have the squad thing in the game. I mean, like, you have the single player, you got the store, you got like you can go squad on this stuff.
Ah.
I
So I
mean,
can
honestly,
I can play with my friends online with this.
pretty much. I mean, all you do is go to like the basically squad console in the on the map, and you can actually actually team up on your friend's Lifehold squad.
That's
It's
interesting.
actually it's, ac- it's actually rather intuitive.
Ah, that's interesting.
Because it actually goes through a lobby system, which I had forgotten about.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, because you're walking around the lobby, you're actually waiting for its. It takes a page from Monster Hunter 3 Tries book on the system. You're basically standing around in a lobby waiting for your friends to go online. Once you're ready to go, you head to the door and you're basically out.
Okay,
Simple as that.
that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, I had forgotten about this feature because I was actually admittedly trying to rush a bit through the story. I wasn't really paying much attention to the finer details.
Okay.
I mean, between revisiting the battle system, I last time I said it was clunky. I I changed my mind about that. The
Okay.
battle system is the battle system. How you can customize your arts and skills and all that. It actually works. It actually freaking works. Personally, I think it's one of the better battle systems because between actions chaining off other actions that your squad takes care of. Oh, and also does a bit of has a little system where I think it's called Soul Voice. I think where some of your actions pulse on the commands of your other squad members, whether it be extra damage, healing, and all you do is basically move to that color coded action, and it's pretty much that simple. I mean, I horribly misjudged this game last time, just
Now,
because of me, just
would
because of me
you
rushing.
would you ask for forgiveness?
God, yes. For those who are fans of this game, I really would ask for forgiveness for my past harsh review because,
You
like I
must
said,
now
when
you
you
must
rush,
pray to the Nintendo gods for your forgiveness. To the Nintendo fans who have recently are
and I'm
upset about this review.
actually noticing some of the character design. One of my favorite characters in the game is Commander Vandom. Literally, you're thinking traditional American military with this guy. One of the funniest characters in the game. I mean, the character they actually it looks like they went into a lot of research with some of the characters. And they basically portrayed classic American military with Commander Vandom, which is actually I find pretty smart.
Hmm.
I mean, literally, the way he talks is purely amusing.
Well, you can suck my dick.
Well, for one of my favorite lines is basically when he's explaining the mediators, the some of the one of the basic divisions in the game. The line he uses is basically mediators. Those who keep everything hunky dory between John and Joe Q public. Literally, that is the most hilarious line in the beginning of the game that he actually spends. I mean, that's and I find that kind of cool because that's to me that's a lot of that's basically 60s talk for you.
How does he like does he talk like this or the way
Yeah,
that I
he uses those little reverend like John and Joe Q public hunky dory.
hunka dory suck my dick?
Yeah, and like literally like like once you bring Matatsu to the base, he's like, what in the hell is this dancing turnip doing here?
What the hell is this dancing turnip here? Like he's George Bush or something.
It's funny because
The term terrorist.
but just shit. But it seemed like the way he talks, he went back to the 60s and 70s with this guy.
You can suck
It
my
does.
dick.
But the game, I can forgive a lot of the clunky animation itself between on the creatures. That's actually one of the big things I had a problem with because it does break the immersion a little, but not enough to break the game entirely. Between some of the recycled sounds and all that, it's easily forgiven. Is overshadowed by a huge, expansive world. I mean, I playing this again. I'm noticing things I did not notice before.
Was it the
I'm actually being rather patient with it now.
Did they update it?
No, I'm actually like, there may have been an update I did not notice since it's been a while between I played it when I played it, but they may have released some sort of patch because it's because loading times are a little better. They may have released a patch when I had the thing in standby.
Yeah, and you finally
But
figured out how to level and everything pretty well.
yeah, I mean, I noticed a lot of things I was doing wrong, what things that actually make it easier for you to progress. But still, the level system, from what I know, is still a little deceptive around the level 40s, but that is something that is easily forgiven.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If you need a player, I'll play with you next time.
But there is one thing that a friend suggested. When you're taking on a bunch of higher level mobs, they may have factored in a bit of a hidden system. Um, when you're taking on a mob of level 40 carriers with only a level like 38,
Yeah,
it's they may have taken averaging the entire team's level. You take the average against the opponent you're facing.
yeah. I just got a
They may have
message.
yeah, but they may have taken in averaging the level against the opponent's mob. I never could have even thought of that possibly.
Well, I think that's a pretty interesting thing. So, what else can you say about it that you felt was okay? Was the soundtrack okay now?
The soundtrack, I still think it's one of the best in gaming right now because
And also the graphics.
the graphics still are amazing from what I've seen. To this day, it still seems just as fresh as when I started playing it.
All right, all right.
But I raised my review from an 8 to a 9.
All right. Now we found out. Okay. Considering now we got a message. Why are you not playing the Xbox One?
The Xbox One.
Yeah, that's that's fun. Let's go ahead and up something. Your final. Already said your final review. So we're gonna go ahead and go next topic. Coleco Vision. All right. Go ahead and
New Coleco console.
yeah,
Man.
Coleco Charmeleon, which you've been talking about and I was talking about.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, like it's an interesting system.
Yeah,
I mean,
here's
Coleco, man, that's like that's freaking
that
80s
can
for you, right?
play retro games basically, and they claim that they can put them on HD. But the problem right now is they're under a lot of hatred right now because of what they're doing.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, and I understand that they are pissing off the community as a whole, trying to rip off people with this idea of putting a capture card, a DVR capture card, into the system at the toy fair, showing a clear version of it. And of course, according to the Coleco Charmeleon people, they basically deleted this, and a lot of people are investigating into the whole issue or showing pictures of it.
Yeah. I mean, what like from I hear a prototype, it hasn't even been made yet.
Yeah, they already shown the prototype of it, and it was like it was a super it was kind of like a Super NES in a Charmeleon. They tried to because the first time they did it at a convention, and then they showed this at the toy fair, and this popped up.
Pretty much. And the funny thing is, I mean, like literally, like Coleco, look how old of a company they are. Like literally, I haven't heard about Coleco since I was like since the 90s, since the freaking 90s.
I know, and the thing is, right now they the guy who made this bought the name basically. It isn't a
I see.
Coleco. It isn't a Coleco. It's just they just bought the name because they wanted to put out a system under that brand name. What happened was the guy bought the name to make it sound cool. It used to be known as something of a the retro system.
Yeah, like the Retron 5.
Yeah, and that didn't go so well with the gaming community. And this was a Kickstarter, mind you. This was a Kickstarter that happened,
That's
and
true. That is true.
they were basically asking for money for to make a prototype of this system, and what they got was a piece of crap, basically, and told everyone that they promised that they would make this system and tell everyone that anyone who got the Kickstarter would be rewarded this system.
Pretty much.
If they
And
and they tried to get the system marketed to the masses, and of course it failed because
completely.
completely because they basically didn't have a prototype. They never did. They basically were trying to sell it as a NES. They were using the NES Mini. They removed the HDMI, which they promised they were going to put that in the system in the design, and they basically used it and just destroyed the whole narrative of it. They basically destroyed everyone's dream who invested into this.
Literally, can you spell Ponzi scheme?
Yeah, it is. It is a Ponzi scheme.
And like literally like scams. This crap is running rampant on Kickstarter right now. So many scams.
I agree. Problem is just becoming a problem.
Oh, big time. I mean, a lot of people these days being cheated out of their money from the people who actually make false Kickstarters.
I know, and one of them happened to be someone that I know. I kind of feel bad that we trusted this person, and people were asking for their money back, but they didn't get their money back.
Ouch.
Yeah, still asking on the internet for their money back.
I mean, like when it comes to trying to get your money back from someone you don't even know, that's hard enough.
Yeah, and the sad part is that I think they should just return the money and tell everyone we're sorry because they basically were trying to market this as a system. They didn't have a
Mm-hmm.
prototype. They didn't have any. They just have the shell, which is
Yep.
basically an Atari Jaguar shell, which you know about.
Pretty much. Angry vegan nerd much?
Yeah, and we talked about this. Made a joke that this is gonna be a failure, another failure.
Okay, rule number one, people: do not invest on something on Kickstarter unless somebody has a freaking prototype.
Yes, whatever you do, don't invest into something that uses an Atari shell that was also a failure back in the days.
Good God.
Yeah, using an Atari shell, which basically that's what it was.
In itself, it sucks that this even happened.
Well,
You really, I mean, like, but I would have loved to
I
see
can't
that
really
get
say
done.
much about it other than the fact that I'm surprised by this. This is kind of like, oh, they failed so dramatically badly. Oh my god. It's like, guys, you should really just ask for your money back if you're going to complain about the system being bad.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, just ask them for your money back. Seriously. If you're very concerned about it, if you didn't invest into it, don't bother. Just say, hey, tell everyone, hey, you need to ask for your money back because these people are definitely ripping you off. Even if they're trying to market the system as is at the New York Toy Fair, telling everyone, oh, this is our prototype that we made and we're gonna use it, and it's like, you guys didn't really do anything with that system. You just basically went to every convention to convince everyone to buy into the hype of it. You
Yep, gaming these days is all about the hype.
talking to people, oh, by the way, we have this system that we're going to make that basically is going to play retro games as promised it. And already they attacked Gamester 88 about this issue. You know what Gamester
A
88
lot of
is?
attacking these days, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
Alpha Omega Shin mentioned this.
Pretty
He
much.
mentioned this on Twitter, saying that because people were upset with Gamester 88 on YouTube over the fact that he was making games for the system.
I mean, this is just unfortunate, straight up.
Yeah, because this is kind of the thing. People are getting upset about this system, and it's getting to the point that it is getting a little bit hectic.
And it really is. I realize like these guys probably made something, but who knows what happened? Who knows basically what happened?
I guess they're gonna probably decide sooner enough.
To probably give people their money back, possibly if it's not a
Well,
scam.
it depends because right now they're still marketing this thing and they're hoping that people would possibly buy into the hype of this retro system like the Retron 5 did.
And already people like, I mean, Retron, the people who made the Retron 5 already got bitched at because they were accused of stealing hardware,
Actually, software, not hardware.
software that is.
Yeah, the thing is that a lot of people got upset with them about that, and they should have never done that.
Yeah,
Problem is, they should just admit the truth that they're sorry. That we, they should just admit it. They should just admit that this system is a total failure. They should have hired some engineer to help them out. But instead, I heard
and
that
got,
the
and got,
engineer
got,
left.
God knows there's plenty of good engineers out there. Like look at the design. Look at the guy who designed the basically Xbox One PS4 suitcase. Look at this. That is masterful stuff.
Yeah, and also the fact that there's also the when I mentioned about the Atari Jaguar Player One, the person who made that was a genius, but unfortunately that didn't get off well.
Unfortunate, basically.
Yeah. There's also let's go ahead and bring up another topic. We're gonna have to end it here. It's just the fact that
We're running around in circles on this one.
yeah, the thing was just
Next topic, I think, is gonna really set up a lot of Digimon fans because, yeah, censorship.
yeah,
This one,
Digimon.
yeah, Crunchyroll and possibly Bandai had canceled the Digimon figure of Angewoman.
Yeah,
Just
according
because like they said like the figure was too sexy.
no, it wasn't too sexy. This was their excuse for it. This is what they said. Okay, this is what they said.
But the
The
figure.
reason, okay, for the cancellation would bring up fallacies in marketing. The original rights and the owners for Digimon stated they wanted to market the Digimon as child-friendly property, and that Angelamon figure wasn't appropriate for that image.
Okay, pose this question. Growing up seeing Angewoman, did you really have problem with this Digimon having big breasts? Seriously?
No,
Because
I never really imagined that as a kid dealing with that issue. The Angelamon was just a character on a fictional show. Um,
pretty
and the
much.
thing was, it's okay. Digimon's Angelamon was rather busty and scantily clad angelic Digimon. The immersion power with the Digimon universe is also too sexy. Of course, many grew up, and this is according to Food Gamer.
Which we'll leave it and a link down in the description below if you read this yourself.
Because it's kind of strange how it happened. It's kind of what they're expecting. I don't think I think most people are gonna probably some people are probably disappointed by it because they
And
invested.
what kind of adds insult to injury is that they may have discontinued Anjumon, but the fact is they're still people who actually ordered Anjumon are still going to get their Anjumon, yet not the Anjumon.
Yeah,
That's insult to injury right there.
yeah, because you don't see that many Angela Woman in figures sold lately, haven't you?
No, I mean literally,
You
it's
you you
it's,
actually you actually you actually had this, right?
no, I haven't, but I mean I pass. I It's one thing my boyfriend is basically pissed off about because he wanted to order this, but then actually found out that they canceled and halted manufacturing just due to this issue. Me and him are both hardcore Digimon fans.
Because I seem to notice that a lot of people are not happy with this
A lot of people.
because they announced it last week on the Crunchyroll.
Just discontinued due to censorship.
Yeah, due to the recent development to fulfill the order by Gem Angela Woman Hakiri figure. Mega, manufacturer Mega House has halted production, larger providing no longer providing a North American European retailer. This cancellation came at an order from the rights holders. They wanted to market Digimon as child-friendly property, and though Angela One figure wasn't an appropriate image.
And like literally this is very disappointing the way that this is bad press itself for both Crunchyroll and the rights holders.
I kind of agree with that one.
I mean, the fact that Crunchyroll's even mentioned, they're going to receive a bit of flack for this one.
I know we issued a refund for all orders. Once we make the refund, normally takes about 3 to 5 days. We reflect on your account. If you ordered the bundle set, we will notify you to check if you would like to still keep Angela and Takaru. If you have any questions, please contact FHQ link and Crunchyroll page. Sorry for the inconvenience. Really sorry.
And they're also saying like though this is every possibility that this is another casualty of an ever more sex negative culture.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I have to agree with this person 9 days ago that posted this. Do you realize the target audience is older people who grew up with the show and don't even know about the show because it's not anymore? But I guess they want to keep making the same crappy detailed figures with that nobody wants and not many and not make money. Then guess they have no business sense.
Yeah, pretty much. I agree with that right there.
Yeah, and there's also nobody watches that show except for it's being rerun.
Like those of us who grew up with it.
Yeah, those who grew up with it. Heck, I grew up with it too. It wasn't a bad show.
I mean, it had some of the most awesome characters ever.
Yeah, this is what I had to read. This is what I have to regret. This is so stupid. Dear Saban, Bandai, US rights holders. No child was buying $100 figure of a character from a series from 15 years ago. Get real. Your core audience for Digimon is not children, it's teens, young adults, adults who grew up watching the show 15 years ago. Oh no, we can't have cleavage showing. Think about the children. Give me a break. Look at today's kids shows, sexualized everywhere, but figure which clearly marketed toward the early generations of Digimon fans is where you draw the line. They have months to deny this.
It's sad that like the US is so sex negative.
And it says right here, shame on you, Saban Bandai. These aggressive tactics are insulting to both the audience and business partners. So dumb.
Oh, I completely agree.
Yeah, I'm absolutely furious. No distributors, but the whole licensing bull. This figure was 120. No child can even afford it. Just censoring everything like they always do. I agree with that point too.
I agree.
With $100, I couldn't even. Heck, for $100 figure, no child could afford that shit, and you're making that excuse.
Unless their parents bought it for them.
Oh man, I have to agree with these people. These people are fucking shutting this shit down. Like they are making very good valid points.
Okay, in the comment. New standards are rules behind scenes of restrictions, which can go towards future signs of design, future designs, or even more aggressive approach to it. Also aim for a retroactive effect, meaning they target past designs such as Angewoman's and modify them for today's PC standards for all appearances, a la George Lucas.
The request specifically for overseas market. The figures sold without restrictions in Japan itself. Mega House Bandai tried hard to convince the original right holders, but was unsuccessful.
Okay. Contradiction via Digimon. Take a look at the blonde girl from Cyber Sleuth. Scantily clad woman. Open shirt, short like little tiny pants. Just a leggy babe showing half her tits. And you think that Digimon is marketed toward kids.
Look at this one. Because kids are lining up to spend $100 on a figure to sit on a shelf, and parent totally spends $100 on a figure on the shelf, or for 5-year-old Snap half playing as well as a toy. Oh wait, maybe invest into toy market if you want to actually aim at kids, because all Digimon has gotten there are some pretty crappy looking fusions related things. And I like the design of Fusion Digimon, but those toys look like Happy Meal items. Whoever made the decision needs to let go. They are all ill-equipped, run a business. They are woefully ignorant on how business works. This is the most ridiculous thing in recent memory.
Man, people are tearing this shit
I
apart.
know they really are. You just can't help but I have
It's
to agree with
absolutely
a lot of
hilarious.
these people. They make a good point.
They make really good
Because
points.
this show was pretty old back in the days. This was like in the 90s.
I mean, look. It's like people are so worried about being politically correct these days.
And I
Like
don't
so.
even have an issue with this personally because this is an old show that was around when I was a kid.
Hell, I mean, like I used to watch this on Jetix at my aunt's house.
Yeah,
I mean, I
and I
had the
watched
time of
this
my
on
life.
Fox Kids. This is how popular this show was. And it's sad that they took it they took away $100 figure
For those who are diehard
who are
fans.
diehard fans of the show.
I mean, hell, I have got every episode, every season of Digimon on my
And
PC.
mind you, this is a statue.
A statue.
A statue of a show that's not even around anymore. And
Yeah.
they bring up this excuse that we want our family friendly image when technically after watching the new Digimon show, that show actually
Yeah,
it,
Digimon Cross. I mean, I think the last one was like Digimon Cross
no,
Wars.
there's also another one that came out. It's they come back again together.
Oh
Three,
yeah, I forgot about the new season. Duh.
yeah, but it was actually an OVA series.
Yeah.
Digimon Try, I think that was the one that they.
Yeah, Digimon Try.
And they also brought out a PlayStation game, which is Digimon Cyber Sleuth.
Yeah, and like I said, like I mentioned, if you're gonna market it toward kids, you get a blonde girl with half her shirt open, showing half her tits, and the shortest pants I've ever seen on a girl. And you think that you're marketing toward kids?
I, and I understand this show was pretty old back. And
Okay, okay. I'm literally gonna link the picture here because literally, okay, you're talking marketing toward kids. The picture is gonna be in the description.
already am showing it right now.
Oh my god. Blonde girl, half her tits showing, and short ass shorts.
Yeah, and
And
that's
you
the
say
issue
marketing
that
toward
they
kids.
had with that. I kind of feel bad that they have to make this excuse for the sake, oh, think of the children excuse.
You know, like literally, if you're gonna shelter the children, you're asking for
Yeah,
something.
who's gonna look at this and say, "Oh my God, this Digimon figure is look." This show was 15 years old. Grow up, get used to it. It's just boobs
And stop with the politically correct bullshit.
because you're really gonna ruin the market that way. And if you think that's gonna be like all sexist and racism, come on,
Come on.
please.
And like literally, we're not people who like to talk politics, but this is just something that ticked the both of us off.
Yeah, we kind of were Digimon fans, and I would have bought one myself if I had the freaking money.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I
How
mean,
old are
okay,
you
I know we've
now?
been talking about this for a
How old
while,
are
but
you?
God,
And how old are you?
I'm 27. I'm
And
still a
I'm 30,
hardcore fan.
and I'm old as heck.
Yeah.
And I admit
And
this show.
literally, this literally makes me disappointed in our era of human history.
Yes, I'm old. I used to watch this as a kid too, and this show was the only show that I ever watched on Fox Kids that was interesting. And the sad part is they're doing this. They think they're due to their family friendly image. Well,
Family
this is like a 15-year-old cartoon show. And you're
Yet
saying,
you still want to be family friendly and politically correct.
yeah.
You're going the way of Nintendo of America, people.
Yeah, and speaking of which, we're gonna bring up another topic because this is really starting to piss us off, and we're gonna move on.
Big time. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a wrecking of memories.
Yes, because I kind of agree with a lot of the people at Crunchyroll. Thank you for posting all those messages to them saying those things.
Thank you. Next topic.
America. All right, we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Direct that just recently happened, and I want you to know that it was actually interesting stuff.
And
That
it
I
actually
might.
can it's actually there, and they announced a game I am damn excited about.
They announced it Star Fox Zero. That's coming out on April 22nd. They're
Monster
also,
Hunter Generations, which is coming out this summer. God, yes.
yeah, paper. I'm going by the Wii U stuff that Paper Mario Color Splash confirmed for Wii. Super Mario Maker to get a major update on March 9th, which and Game Jine Imin Roku, which is hashtag FE, is now called Tokyo Mirage Session FE hashtag FE. West and it will be arriving in June, which is by I believe Atlas.
And Splatoon is updating soon and
Yeah,
to continue 2016.
yeah, because a lot of
Uh,
people really like the modes that they do.
Also, Lost Reavers open beta kicks off in April.
Yeah, which I believe that is going to be interesting. And they're announcing Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympics. Get summer release date for Wii U.
And
Super
later,
Meat Boy is confirmed for Wii U eShop.
and later, Super Meat Boy, such a classic game.
Actually, that's an indie game.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, it was an instant classic the day it came out because it goes back to those like a game doesn't have to be easy to be fun.
Yeah, it just makes you just laugh at it. Doesn't make you feel bad. Um, let's see, 3DS announcement.
SNES games finally arriving to on the Nintendo
Virtual
Nintendo
Console,
3DS Virtual
which
Console.
yeah, they announced it. Super Mario World, F Zero, Pilot Wings, Donkey Kong, Super Mario Kart, Earthbound. Zelda Link to the Past, Super Donkey Kong 2, which will be available for UK and depending on
Okay,
the schedule.
next one is both me and my boyfriend are actually excited as hell about this one. Metroid Prime Federation Force coming sooner than expected.
You know what? That really convinced me to buy that game. Convinced me to buy it. Because I'm looking
Yeah,
at it.
because
Because they actually, a lot of people did not like this game first announced at E3.
and I've seen trailers. It looks great.
And I. They didn't bother to talk about this game. They basically just showed, oh, we're making this game, and they didn't show a trailer of it. And then of course they explained the whole game, and I was like, you know what? It
This
actually
sounds
this
awesome.
sounds like a great idea. You know what? I like the concept that you guys are doing at Nintendo. I might buy
Yeah,
it. You're I'm sold.
and
I'll
yeah,
buy it.
heck yeah. As well as I mentioned before, Monster Hunter Generations is heading to 3DS this summer. And they actually released a trailer that you will actually be able to play as Marth in this. You'll actually be able to craft a set of
Marth.
Marth armor and a sword and shield
Yeah.
for your character.
Well, talking about this, Hyrule Warriors Legends Season Pass. What are your thoughts on?
You know, I played Hyrule Warriors for the Wii U. Awesome as hell game because I am a hardcore Dynasty Warriors fan. This just to play this sort of game in a sort of a Legend of Zelda setting, but it harks back to Dynasty Warriors. I am totally on board
But there's also the amiibos too.
as well. Yeah, that too, because but apart from the Wii U one, you'll actually get Wind Waker characters as well as Majora's Mask characters on.
And also, believe Ganon.
Yeah,
They have an amiibo. I'd probably make it.
Yeah, because you actually get to play as that Skull Kid character with the black and white fairies, which I think is pretty cool. Can't remember his name at the moment, but I mean, there is a lot of games for the 3DS coming out. I am avidly
This is the
excited for.
fourth wave of Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, and like I said, I am a diehard Dynasty Warriors fan. And playing the Wii U version of the regular Hyrule Warriors, I was so excited to play something like this. And to know it's coming to a handheld console, I'm all the more on board.
There's also okay. The next one I talk about is Kirby.
Oh God, yes, Kirby.
Is taking a trip to Planet Robobot.
Yep. And let me tell you, ever since Kirby came out on the regular NES, I fell in love with that little puffball,
Okay.
that cute little
Also,
puffball.
there's also Fire Emblem Fates has release date, which they're adding new DLC.
Yeah, and release date and details for Europe.
I just hope
Um,
they get a patch to fix the translation.
I do too.
Other than that, there's gonna be a lot of hell to pay for that one.
Yeah. Next up, Satoru Shibata celebrates Yokai Watch European release news with killer dance moves.
Yeah, Yokai Watches. I'm not really big on Yokai, but I
Me
heard it.
neither. I've actually seen the anime. It's hit or miss.
Yeah, let's see. Rhythm Heaven Remix. Dancing on the 3DS. What are your thoughts on that one?
You know, I love rhythm games. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for something like that.
Yeah, but here's the
Uh,
thing.
I played the original Rhythm Heaven for the regular DS. I love how the game is made. The art style, how it plays. I mean, it's a very intuitive little game for those who actually love
Was it
music.
was it like
And
Wario in a way?
not really. It's more akin to like take Elite Beat Agents. It's more along the lines of that.
Okay. Unleash your creative side with Disney Art Academy. I know that's that's not a non-game, but that's what's coming out. Uh, the
New
new
Azure Striker Gunvolt 2 trailer showcases summer release.
Yep.
I played the first, and being a die-hard Mega Man fan since day one on the NES, I am definitely getting Gunvolt 2 because I have Gunvolt 1 on my 3DS.
Okay. That
I
sounds
mean,
pretty interesting.
yeah, Gunvolt just it still showcases the old Mega Man style,
I
which does
agree.
bring me to something I'm still waiting for, but I'm kind of disappointed in Mighty Number 9.
Hmm.
Mighty Number 9 has been delayed multiple times. I'm still waiting on that.
Yeah, let's see. What is this Pocket Card
Pocket
Jockey
Card Jockey.
comes?
I don't quite know what this is. I've never heard of it.
I never heard of it too. It seems probably one of those Japanese games. Well, I heard it's as like a solitaire game where you basically it's done by Game Freaks.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, it's solitaire, but you're racing.
That's an unusual combo.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
other one is Braver,
Bravely
Bravely
Second.
Second. The end layer demo's coming out on March 10th in North America.
Yeah, and like I think it's a sequel to Bravely Default. I think it is because it's made by Square Enix, the same company who made Bravely Default.
I can't show you guys the videos because that's gonna probably be a copyright by Nintendo.
Yeah, but I tell you, we'll leave links in the description so you can just go to there.
Yeah, if you miss anything, we'll leave it down there for you guys. So don't worry, but
Don't despair.
don't despair because there's a lot of things going on. What are your thoughts on the whole Nintendo thing again?
I think Nintendo's coming out with a lot of good games, but despite some recent flub ups, it's I can forgive a lot of the little things. Though
I'm
the fire censorship thing still has a lot of people in uproar.
I kind of agree with you so far. That about the well, a lot of people are trying to figure out the whole issue with this is gonna really be
Okay, well, yeah,
stuffy.
like the whole Fire Emblem thing will bring up our next topic.
Yeah,
Anyways,
we can bring that up later. It's just there's so much happening,
yeah. But as for Wii U, Nintendo 3DS,
especially the leaks that happen. It's kind of obvious.
yeah, pretty much. But moving on, Wii U, Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo's third-party games sizzle reel shows off some download gems.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
that sounds pretty interesting, as it seems.
when are they gonna release the Art of Fighting?
But as it seems, the sizzle reel thing shows off some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, it shows a lot of stuff that has gone off the radar.
I know they haven't really announced a lot of the stuff that they did for Nintendo.
And next thing being Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge gets released details for North America. What's your thoughts on that?
Amiibo challenge. I
Yeah,
I think
I,
it would
I,
be
I
interesting.
feel, yeah, I feel it's another Mario Party. People know how Mario Party goes,
It sort of is, but at the same time, it kind of unlocks a lot of stages.
which is actually pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Last but not
I just hope they actually do okay with that one.
I do too. And last but not least, new Animal Crossing Amiibo heading to North America in June. More
Uh,
Amiibo!
I don't know.
Yeah, I myself am not really an Animal Crossing fan. I would play the games, but I'm iffy on Amiibos. I mean, I've already got like about three of them myself, two Zelda and the Wii U trainer with the Wii Fit trainer, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, if they release a Mega Man X one, God yes, because I am, like I said, diehard Mega Man fan.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Yeah, and as for the miscellaneous topics, catch up with all the European and North American Nintendo Direct videos. Pretty much that's pretty about how much that's it for this one.
Yep.
I mean, they have a bunch of videos. We'll leave this also in the description, so view at your leisure.
You to your leisure, and also thank you for watching or hearing the show. If you would like to listen to more of our stuff, you can like and subscribe or make a comment if you have any criticisms or anything like that. We would like to listen to your comments
Comment, like, subscribe.
or
We would love,
make
a
some
lot of
criticisms about it. We would like to hear from you guys. Thank you for watching. Good night and goodbye.
We are out.
I am out.